Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is your favorite YouTuber Mukesh Soni. In this video, I will discuss the question paper, that is the 2023 examination question paper, second semester BCA B.Sc Generic English under Bangalore University. This question paper can also be considered as the practice paper for BNU students, for the Bangalore North University student, because the BU and BNU both have the same syllabus. So without much delay, let's begin the discussion. So very first, the unit section A. Section A consists 40 marks, that is a workbook, and section B consists the course book that has the weightage for 20 marks as per the NEP syllabus is concerned. So 40 marks questions, we shall have the discussion very first. Now the very first question you will be asked here, a passage will be given and you need to summarize. A very long passage will be given and you need to summarize that passage into 75 to 100 words with and give a suitable title. So I have forgotten to give the title. You can say a robot machine. You can go through this passage and you need to summarize. If you summarize, you will be getting 5 marks, and you need to summarize in the 75 to 100 words. And also please give the title. So if I give the title, I can say a robot, a new invention, a robot, a new way to life, right? So 5 marks for summarization with the title. Second question, do as directed. Now what is do as directed? A passage is given here. You need to go through the passage, and when you go through the passage, you need to answer the question. So find a word in the above passage which means deadly. So when you find the word, we find here the word lethal, drug. So here it refers to lethal, L-E-T-H-E-L, which has the same meaning, 1 mark. Secondly, write the antonym for the word numerous. So the antonym, we need to find out, that means few, rare, occasional. So it's not written here that you need to find out from the passage, because I didn't find any word which has the antonym of numerous from this passage. So it's a general question, few, rare, and occasional. So again, you need to read the passage, you need to read the passage, and you need to find the vocabulary from the given passage. Then prefix and suffix for 2 marks. So you need to apply the prefix or suffix for the given words. For example, apply the prefix or suffix for stable, stability, or unstable, for examination, right? Next question we have here, choose the appropriate word or the phrase from the bracket. Again, 2 questions you have. He offered a kind of compliment to the chef of the restaurant. So compliment, spelling compliment, C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T or C-O-M-P-L-E-M-E-N-T. So L-E-M-E-N-T means to say something more in quantity. Compliment, L-I-M-E-N-T means to say a kind of appreciation. So what is the answer is here? Compliment, C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T. Second question, during the autumn season, trees lose their leaves. L-O-S-E or L-O-S-E? So obviously L-O-O-S-E. So like this, you have here 2 marks questions. Then write 2 sentences for the below word with different meanings. So you need to write the 2 sentences. The word is here watch. By using the word watch, you have to prepare 2 sentences. Write 1 sentence by using the watch as a noun, another one by using the watch as the verb. So where is my watch? In this question, watch is a noun. Let him watch the match. This is the verb. So this is how you have to write here the 2 sentences of the given word with the 2 different meanings. Next question, read the passage carefully and answer the question. So passage is given here. You can pause the video and you can read the passage. I won't take much time here. So passage will be given here, and you need to read the passage and you need to answer the 5 questions. So like this, you'll be having 5 questions. Read the passage carefully and answer the questions to the mark, up to the mark. Don't write the whole passage. There are no marks for writing the passage. There are marks for writing the concise answer, very precise answer. So 5 marks passage, comprehension passage, 5 marks. Next question you have here, answer any three of the following questions in a sentence or two. So now these questions are from listening skills or speaking skills or the communication skills. So each for the 2 marks, only 3 questions you need to opt. Question number 1, give any 2 disadvantages of non-verbal communication. So give any two disadvantage of non-verbal communication. Culture bound, long conversation are not possible, difficult to understand sometimes, and not everybody prefers non-verbal communication, and there's a lack of formality. Question number 2, define proxemics. What is proxemics? Proxemics is a branch of knowledge that deals with the amount of space that people feel it necessary to set between themselves and the others. A distance which we maintain between each other, that's called, this kind of study is called as a proxemics. Then third question, what are the bad listening habits? Interrupting, distraction, being selective, pseudo listening, defensive listening. So these are the examples of bad listening or bad listening habits. What is distorted listening? Distorted listening occurs when we incorrectly recall the information, skew the information to fit our expectations, or add material to embellish or change information. Fifth question, mention any 2 barriers of listening. Information overloaded, pace of speech too high, too slow, external distractions, or the noise. So these are the barriers of listening. So this is about 6 marks questions. You need to opt here only 3 questions. Then change the following conversation into a reported speech. The child said to his mother, "Mother, please buy me a bicycle." The mother said, "I'll buy you a bicycle if you score well in your examinations." The child became very happy and said, "You are the best mother in the world." So indirect speech, in the reported speech you have to write, that has the weightage for 3 marks. So the answer is here. The child requested his mother to buy bicycle for him. The mother assured him that she would buy bicycle for him if he scores well in the examination. In his examination, the child became very happy and appreciated his mother, saying that she is the best mother in the world. So like this, you need to change into the reported speech and watch my videos on all the topics, all the lessons, all the workbook, course book. I've done all the videos of the second semester BCA, B.Sc Generic English. Just have a look in the description box. You'll get all the information or the playlist. Then next question you have here, speech writing. So you have here welcome speech and the vote of thanks. You have the option here. You can opt anyone. And this question has the weightage for 3 marks. So remember, my answers are the sample answers. I've just given you the specimen answers. Please do refer to your textbook, your prescribed textbook, for more detail, for more further information, and also watch my rest of the videos. That's going to help you a lot. Now, under speech writing, you have one question. As a student secretary of your college, draft a welcome speech for the cultural day. So good morning, everyone. Today, we have gathered here to inaugurate our cultural day, the most awaited event. It gives me immense pleasure to render a welcome note on this occasion. To begin with, I extend my welcome note to our chief guest, Dr. Sudha Sharma, the famous theatre artist. We welcome you, ma'am. I welcome our principal, Dr. Nitish, for gracing the occasion. I must not fail to welcome the craftsman of this program, Mr. Dhirendra Gowda, the faculty coordinator, Cultural Club. Welcome you, sir. I welcome all the teachers and my friends to be a part of this program. Welcome you all. Only this much you need to write. Don't forget, it's only for 3 marks. Okay. Now, you have one more option. That's a welcome speech. You have another option is here, vote of thanks. So it's your wish, anyone you can attempt. So what is the question? As a student council president of your college, draft a vote of thanks speech on the annual day of your college. That's on the annual day. 1 minute. Yeah, that's on the cultural day. That's on annual day. So again, good morning, everyone. I'm Rakesh Sharma, the coordinator of today's event. It's my pleasure to render a vote of thanks on this special occasion. To begin with, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Vandana Shiva, the esteemed chief guest, who has accepted our invitation on a very short notice. Thank you, madam, for gracing the occasion. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Tejas Shah, for encouragement to conduct such programs. I also thank all the teachers for the unconditional support. I thank all the student participants to witness this program. I congratulate all the participants who have showcased their talent in the various events, the winners and the runners. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. So that's about the welcome speech and the vote of thanks. Now, um, okay, now you have the next question, 5 marks question. You have 3 topics. You need to write an essay in about 250 words, a very short essay, in about 250 words. Freebies, merits, demerits, social media and youth, education and medical facilities should be free. So you have 3 choices, opt one, write an essay. I have not given any answer to this question because it will be quite lengthy answer. So it's better you write in your own words. Just remember one thing, make the title simple, easily understandable without any grammatical error, and divide your thoughts and also link each and every thought which you are going to write here. So that's a tricks to write the essay or the paragraph, and this question is for 5 marks. So now we are moving to the last question, dialogue writing. And here again you have choice, either you write a dialogue on a topic or you complete the dialogue. So there's a dialogue is here. Write a dialogue between father and son about the course selection after pre-university course. That's for 5 marks. So you can pause the video and go through this dialogue. While constructing the dialogue, keep in the mind, you need to take care of the punctuation usage. Language should be simple, possibly informal language, and write minimum 5 to 10 dialogues so that you can easily get 5 marks. So the simple answer is on a screen. Pause it and read it. Next, in option to that question, you have another question is here, complete the following dialogue by using the hints. So the underlined and the highlighted one are the completed one. So mechanic says, how can I help you, sir? Answer is here, my car is not getting started. Mechanic says the engine has some technical issue. Car owner says, please repair it at the earliest. Mechanic says, I can try but can't guarantee anything. Car owner, okay then I'll leave the car. I'm sorry, I'll come in 2 hours. Please do correct it. It's not, it will come in 2 hours. So it is not, it will come in 2 hours. It is, I will come in 2 hours. Please do correct. Typo error. Mechanic says, okay, sir, call me before coming. So you can see here these 5 blanks, highlighted one, underline one. These are for the 5 marks. So either you write dialogues in a given topic or you complete the incomplete dialogues. You'll be getting here 5 marks. You have very good choices. So this is how I have tried to solve the 40 marks portion of this question paper, second semester B.Sc Generic English under Bangalore University. And now we are going to have the discussion about 20 marks questions from the course book, the lessons which you have here. And here you have the pattern for 2 marks questions and the 5 marks questions. You don't have 10 marks questions. And for your kind information, I have done the summary and the question answers of all the chapters for these 20 marks. Check all the videos links in the description box as well as the playlist. Now we are moving to the 2 marks questions from those chapters. Out of 7 questions, you need to opt 5. Question number 1. How does the narrator describe his friend in the poem Bonds of Friendship? His friend had pure and kind heart, sweet and innocent smile, and well-refined wit, according to the narrator. Who gave the old man a silver coin in the story Refugee? There is a passerby. A passerby gave the old man a silver coin. Both treasury of and general Brizlov belong to the same department and grade? No, it's false statement. Both of them belong to different department or different grade. I think so. Yeah. Then, how did the narrator feel when he saw Anna getting cursed and abused in the story, A Corpse in the Well? It was a shock to his young mind. He heard their curses, their threats, and the shouting. He, ho- he thought that it was injustice to his father. So that's the reason that and that's what narrator felt about Anna. The lakes are killed by arsenic urine. What was the occupation of narrator's father in the story? A corpse in the well. Village duty. He was offering his village duty. According to Ni Osundaya, what are the effects of sea being polluted? So what happens? The whales are whaling and belling up frying fish. Means to say the whales are crying and the fish are going to be died. These are the impact of the sea which are getting polluted. So out of 6 questions, you need to opt here 3 questions. Sorry, you need to opt here how many? 2 and 2. Out of 6 questions, how many questions you need to opt here? 5 questions. 5 questions. Only 5 questions you need to opt here out of 6 questions. Choices are very less. Now you have here 5 marks questions. Answer any 2 out of 4 questions. You need to opt here only 2 questions. 2 into 5, 10. Now describe the plight of the refugees as narrated in the story The Refugee. Pearl as so let 1 minute. Pearl S. Buck points out that life is very difficult for refugees, that they encounter many difficulties and barriers in life with bravery. This short story shows the importance of food and hardships in the refugee's life through various incidents. In the story, we see that the refugees who worked for low wages in order to fulfill their needs and their uncontrollable hunger made them eat sometimes the seeds also, which they kept for planting, and they did whatever they could do. The author compares these refugees to the dead people who looked so exhausted and faint. Due to the flood, the old man had lost his son and daughter-in-law. Owing to the flood, refugees' lives became economically unstable. The refugees' primary need was to fill their hunger. In this short story, the old man was not aware of the next meal of the day, so he was saving it for the future needs. He should have used a silver coin to relieve his hunger. His thinking of saving the silver coin reveals a futuristic vision, and he wants to satisfy the appetite of many for the coming days. Through this, he will rebuild a better future for the refugees. The other important theme of the story is the importance of humanity. Buck underlines the significance of humanity in the work. Humanity plays an important role in the lives of all. Pearl's Buck expresses the word humanity through the character, the vendor. The vendor of noodles offered the old man a cup of noodles for the copper coin. Everyone should have the quality that gives strength to our relationship. The old man takes the small bowl of noodles and draws near his grandson, his only living family member, along with him. After the boy finishes the noodles, the old man licks the few bits that are stuck to the side of the bowl to feed himself. Second question, the story A Corpse in the Well criticizes the attitude of the society towards Mahar community. So this is quite longest answer that's going to cover all the other questions from this chapter. A Corpse in the Well is an extract from the book Taral Antral, an autobiography by Shankar Ramchandra Kharat, an established Dalit writer in the post-independence Indian literature scene. The story's primary themes seem to be emphasizing the difference in power that exists in villages and how the Mahars or the Dalits are treated cruelly in an almost subhuman fashion. The unfair means in which they are bossed around serves to highlight a broken system and the ideology. In the story, the boy's father, referred to only by the title Anna, is performing his village duties. A corpse, a dead body, has been found recently in the well. The Mahar on duty, that is Anna, was assigned to look after, guard it until the police arrive. Anna had been waiting at the well for the entire night when his son, the narrator, arrives to give him some food. The father, in a very exemplary display of loyalty towards his duty, he refuses, saying that he will only eat once relieved of his duties. At this point of time, the police arrived and ordered Anna to fetch the body from the well. Anna refuses initially, but noticing the policeman's flaring temper, he enters the well. A snake in the well shadow water causes a fright in both the son and the father. Eventually, the body and Anna were successfully drawn up from the well. As soon as the heads come, he reflects on the injustice and the deadly work involved in the village duty. The head constable and the policeman is depicted in a quite negative dark light in the story. The fact that he, being a police officer, is supposed to be implementer of the law, resorts to such primeval means of discrimination to get his job done. He induces a sick sort of irony in the reader. So the theme of the injustice is one of the primates one of the important themes in the story. The Mahars and Ramoshis loyally and they are loyal and wholeheartedly serve the village, as it is seen in many examples. Anna's refusal to eat while on duty is one. Another could be his risking of life to recover the body from the well. Yet another is the respect that Ramoshis and Mahars show to the constable. When the constable arrives, the Mahar have let out a manger of grass and a pail of fresh water to sate the horse's thirst. Thus, when the Mahars behave in such a fashion, the reader feels greatly shocked and appalled by the way that the policeman responds to such bravery and loyalty towards duty. He abuses them. He threatens them to beat them. He threatens to beat them. The obvious abuse of power combined with the father's air of surrender present throughout the story, such as his giving into pressure from the policeman, coupled with a line in which he says, "Who cares if her mahar lives or dies?" It serves to but strengthen the theme of injustice throughout the story. Now we have third question. What are the images that the poet uses to show that the earth is dying in the poem Earth Never Dies? So, which are the images are here? In the poem Earth Never Dies, the earth is still being personified, where as a human being, he connects pollution to a human being in a very bladder infection, as something like a bladder infection. A lake being killed by the arsenic urine from the bladder for profit factories, parting waters. So throughout this stanza, the poet creates lifelike imagery of the harmful waste productions from factories spreading like poison in the lakes or streams, eventually ending up in our seas. And just like a sickness, ocean will figuratively start to cough and become sick, filled with the toxic waste products. The end product of this event would be acid rain, according to the poem. The poet also gives an example of acid rain so strong it taints the clouds and storms down so sharp it cuts branches in half and killing all animals in sight. He uses a lot of amounts of visual images and the figurative language to point out the environmental suffering through humankind and environmental activities. The usage of active verbs. The usage of active verbs like lynched, slaughtered, mauled, killed, staggers, coughing, wailing, chilling, reducing, amputated, and adjectives like arsenic, poisoned, sickly, bleeding, all are present in the first part of the poem. They're all negative visual and auditory images, which shows the deep state of gloom and the environment is presently in. Very gloomy environment. It showcases this contrast with the positive use of action verbs and the adjectives in the second part of the poem, whose mood the poet suggests is to be very much festive. The verbs like rise, twittering, dancing, rock, drink, tumbles, they all indicate the visual and the auditory images which are the suggestive of regeneration and which brings more energy, and they are the deafened cry of the refrain, Earth never dies. Last question, comment on the embarrassment faced by Ivan in the story The Death of a Government Clerk. The Death of a Government Clerk by Anton Chekhov. Ivan's embarrassment is a central theme that drives the plot and creates a sense of humor and irony. Ivan's embarrassment stems from its desperate attempts to impress his superiors and fit into the social norms of his time. This results in a series of comical and unfortunate events that ultimately lead to his downfall. The story begins with Ivan's anticipation of meeting his superior and his anxiety about the proper etiquette to follow. When he occasionally sneezes on the journal, he is immediately consumed by embarrassment as he envisions the potential consequences of his actions on his career prospects. This fear of reprimand and social humiliation highlights his obsession with societal norms and perceptions. As the story unfolds, Ivan's efforts to rectify the situation become interestingly very absurd, amplifying his embarrassment. Excuse me. He desperately seeks out a borrowed uniform to replace the soiled one, only to find himself in another uncomfortable predicament. His intolerance with other characters, including a woman in the pharmacy and a priest, they all showcase his awkwardness and the inability to navigate these situations smoothly. The climax of the story occurs when Ivan, in a frantic state, accidentally swallows a goose feather while trying to strengthen the uniform. This results in his health deteriorating rapidly. So his health got affected, leading to his eventual death. Even in his final moments, Ivan's embarrassment continues as he worries about what the afterlife will think of his inappropriate attire. Hence, Enter Chekhov's portrayal of Ivan's embarrassment serves as a critic of societal pressure and the absurdity of conforming to rigid norms. Through humor and irony, the author highlights the futility of such endeavors and the toll they can take on an individual's well-being. Ivan's relentless pursuit of societal acceptance ultimately leads to his demise, illustrating the consequences of excessive concern for appearance and the absurdity of attaching so much importance to social conventions. So this is how I have tried to solve the question paper of second semester BCA B.Sc Generic English 2023 question paper under Bangalore University. This question paper can also be considered as a practice paper for BNU students. So friends, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, type in the comment box and also check the description box or the playlist where you will find all the videos links, the complete syllabus of second sem B.Sc BCA Generic English under Bangalore University. So I wish you good luck for the forthcoming examination. Thank you so much. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com.
Please do subscribe the channel, click on the like button for more videos on literature, workbook, pronunciation, grammar, communication skills, presentation skills, interview skills. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Thank you once again.